What is up, y'all? Welcome to another Saturday Night Live. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. How is everyone doing tonight? It's good to be back. These one-a-week live streams seem like it was forever ago since I went live. I don't know. It's been, almost 2 months of this, but I'm still not used to it. So let's go ahead and go to the chat and see who all's here tonight and get this party on the road. What is up? We got Jad Orsi in the house. What is up, Jad? We got Jeffrey Myers, aka AJ, aka Turbo Fish. Fish Out of Water Aquariums is here. Bear Bottom Aquariums is here. Jeremy H is here. Kevin from Mortal Slayer 82. Can't stay, everybody, but have a great stream. Jeffro, also, did you see the pleco I posted on Instagram? I did not. I'll have to go take a look at that thing, though. Mob Guppy is in the house. How about Saturday? 68 degrees in Little Rock. It wasn't quite there here, but it was a couple or 3 degrees above freezing all day, which helped because it rained all day long here and it would have been freezing rain. Didn't have to deal with that. We got Candy Overalls is in the house. What's up, Candy? Terry's Tropical Tanks. Devin Peppers is here. He says, what is that pleco called again? The one with the gold spots. That is probably a gold nugget, I would say, from the sounds of it. Dan Slee is in the house. Mary from RNH2O. Wichita Falls Fish Keepers here. Jamie McDonald. What's up, guys? Lights, camera, beard. Yeah, my beard is getting way out of control. I didn't do any conditioning to it today, so it's just in its dry form and state. Let's see here. Mile High Plecos is in the house. What is up, buddy? I got Anthony's Fishy Friends in the house. What's up, buddy? Let's see here. Hey, Jeffro, how is the new pleco and Cheese Creeks? Any new activity in the fish room? The new pleco. If you're talking about like the King Tiger and the Medusa, I think that's my newest plecos. They're doing pretty good. Here after things start warming up a little bit, I'll probably buy some more and maybe start some breeding programs or something. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. No activity out of the Cheese Creeks. I've been really busy as of late and haven't had a chance to try anything different with them. Right now, just kind of crossing my fingers and letting nature take its course. Joel G is in the house. What is up, Joel? Shelby Aquatic Grant is here. What is up, Shelby? Pete Berlinski is in the house. What is up, Pete? Nice to see you, buddy. Sharon Osborne is in the house. What is up, Sharon? Select Pet is here. JH Aquatics is here. 53 Big Mac is in the house from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Stan B74 is here. What's up, Stan? Joel says, my beard always gets itchy at the 1 week stage, so I never grow it out. Any tips, Jeffro? Yeah, what that usually is, it's the hairs kind of turning backwards and being prickly on the skin. And once it gets past that stage, you don't really have to mess with that anymore. Now, my hair is kind of curly, so if I didn't really straighten it all the time, it would probably be pokey and itchy. And if I didn't take care of it, every once in a while, my skin gets pokey and itchy. But yeah, you got to just boil on past that, and then that gets left in the dust. Yeah, Mikey says, be a man, Joel. That's what you got to do. You just got to be a man right through it. Candy Overalls asks, any new fish? Any new fish? think the last time I got new fish would have been the white cloud minnows. Yeah, so no new fish that I can think of. Yep, Joel. Joel says, "Oh God, you straighten it too." Here we go. Yeah, I've got a blow dryer that has like a comb on it, and yeah, like every other day, I would say I straighten it. There's a process you got to go through. Angela Turner is in the house. Denny's Fish Tanks is here. What's up, guys? Use the tiny hair straightening iron. No, you can't use those straightening irons. I think they would melt your beard. Coach Dan Bolduc says, "What's up, Jeffro? Sneaking in, say hi in between squat sets. Beards for life." That is right, brother. Beards for life. Well, thanks for stopping in, buddy. T Riddle is in the house. What is up, T Riddle? Yeah, AJ is here. What's up, AJ? Moving fish around. Candy does bring up a good point. I haven't bought fish in a while. Yeah, the longfin white clouds were the last ones that I got, and I've got plans on those, but I still need to get my shell dwellers. I need to just get off my butt and get it done. Yeah. Jeff Myers says, "Thank you for being there for me this week, Jeff. Not a problem, buddy." Let's see here. Blue Waters is in the house. What is up, Blue Waters? Anthony's fishy friend says, "That's it. Gonna open a beard barber. I wish I had one close to me. I've got one that's about an hour away, and I would go right now and get everything lined up if I had one close to me. There's a lot that I would like to have done to my beard right now that I'm too afraid to really mess with. And I've got a guy, but he's just an hour away, and it's like it never happens, So, Shelby said would think about wild guppies. Wild guppies would be cool. I could even get some of those goodieids or goatides or whatever you call them. I'd like to get into some of those too. Terry bought 10 autos, 3 Pandagaras, and a Keo today. That is awesome. Dirty Tanking says lurking, eating tacos. That's awesome. Select Pet says, "I'm thinking about redoing my shell dweller tank. Not too happy with how it looks." Well, mine looks crisp, but the only action it really has in it right now is a bunch of ram's horn snails and a couple of plecos. KG Cichlids is in the house. What a masculine beard. Thanks, buddy. Susan for SLC Aquatics is here. What's up, Susan? Nice to see you. Shelby Ray Lane is here. Hiya, Jeffro and peeps. What's up, Shelby? Nice to see you. Scottish Aquatics is here. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. JH Aquatics says, "This summer I will have wild guppies for sale." That would be awesome. I pretty much need to actually the guppies that I have are they're just muck guppies. Every time I get any kind of a fancy guppy at all, no matter what I try, they just don't like my water. I just don't think that I can get my water hard enough for them, actually. And it's only on guppies. Fancy guppies. Guppies that are bred in my water live just fine. I've got 2 tanks full of them, but they're just muck guppies. Nothing really special. Justin Thibodeau is in the house. Yo, Jeffro, your take on Hillstream loach care? I've never kept any Hillstream loaches. So not really going to be much help. I know that seems like Jimmy, if I remember right, I might be wrong, but it seems like Jimmy had some a while back, and he was feeding them once a week, I think, some of that stuff that puts a biofilm on top of the water. that you do with crystal shrimp, because they have to have biofilm to eat too, or they'll starve to death. So I thought that if I ever got a hold of some of those, that's what I would do. But and I might even be wrong on the species, but I'm pretty sure it was on the Hillstream Loach. Jamie McDonald got 6 golden barbs. That's awesome. John Betker's here, hatched turquoise rainbows this week. That's awesome. Cool. I did have somebody on one of my videos this week where I was showing the tank for the last time that I'm going to turn into a planted aquarium. They said that I should eventually put some rainbows in there. And really what I want to do is I want to colony breed my white cloud minnows in that tank eventually is what I would like to do. I'd like to turn it into like a jungle tank. Just let it all get up and jungly, even the stem plants and everything. Let it all grow to the top and just, you know, that's what I would like. But then they brought up rainbows, and I've never kept rainbows, and it's kind of dumb. You know, I really would like to, so I don't know. I might be doing that. Devin Pepper says, I like the Mega Clown, but I want some plecos that are at least juvenile or sub-adult so I don't have to wait forever to breed them. I also like King Tiger, or I also like 471, or I go with the Ancestris. Yeah, JH Aquatic says, yeah, the wild guppies like 800 ppm. Yeah. Oh, Thirsty Rabbit is in the house. What is up, Thirsty Rabbit? Just got some threadfin rainbows, and I love them. Those are really awesome fish. Boom, 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 boom. Had to clean up dog puke. Oh, that's so bad. Ugh. Well, how old is she, Candy? Scottish Aquatic says, trying to pick a fish for my 75-gallon paludarium style. Any ideas or suggestions? Something I can try and breed. Well, anytime I think of paludariums, I think of mud skippers. I would like to do like I think it was Rob from Flip Aquatics went to this guy's house down in Missouri, and he had like a paludarium style thing set up where they could go down into the water, but then they could come up on shore too, you know. I don't know. It's an awful big tank for little bitty mud skippers, though. Let's see here. Vanessa is in the house. What's up, Vanessa? DT Swang Wong. Just brought myself 4 pieces of L30 yesterday from the LFS. Cool. Had no idea how these plants were going to grow in, and it's thrown off the feng shui. Pam from 54 Punchies in the house. What's up, Pam? Nice to see you. I made 4 videos today, guys. 4. Count them, 4. I haven't shot the intros and outros yet. I've still got to do that, and I would like to do that tonight, depending on how caught up in TV I get. But I'm trying to get back ahead again. Like Thursday's video, I uploaded it Wednesday night. You know, I've been really behind, and so today was a good day. Let's see here. Justin Thibodeau says, yo, Jeffro, my 4-year-old daughter is watching with me and wants a shout out. Her name is Emma. Hello, Emma. Nice to see you. Welcome to my live stream, and hopefully you have a great night. Let's see here. I did move some plecos today. My L182 Starlight plecos. I got them out of the tank for the first time in probably 10 months or so. And I think I've got it figured out that I've got 2 males and 4 females. There's one of them that is still so small that it still has stripes on its tail. So I'm really kind of glad I'm getting them out of that planted aquarium, because they evidently wasn't eating as good as what I would like for them to be. Because, you know, the 2 males are huge and one of the females is pretty good size. And like there's 3 of them that are still pretty small. I was pretty surprised, actually. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Jamie McDonald says intro, Jeffro, and outro. Good video format. Just throw plants in and they feng shui themselves. Yeah, like on the stem plants, you can really get medieval with those, but I'm feeling like I'm probably not going to have enough time to work on them and really get them shaped out. So I'm thinking they're going to be jungle. And I kind of like that. Like Bentley Pascal has one that's like that. And it's so thick, but he can tell you each and every one of them. Like some of them, the problem you run into is it gets to where you can't see some of them from the front. You have to see them from the top, you know. But he can name each and every one of them out of there. So I think it'd also be cool to propagate from that tank back to others as well. So at first, I'm going to steal from a bunch of my other tanks, but then I'll add back as I, you know, get them to propagate. Um, 53 Big Mac has a lot of guppies going on. That's awesome. That is a lot of pregnant females, man. I can't believe I'm at the bottom of the chat. That is crazy. But all the foreground plants wound up being the tallest. I got seed from Amazon, I know, but they're awesome plants, just tall and in the front. Dang. Yeah, that's not good. I did get some new plants this week that are pretty cool. I did an unboxing video today, too. I got all kinds of new stuff, just no fish. Lumpy Dog is in the house. What is up, Lump? Terry's Tropical Tanks says, I think I got it figured out. Have 3 cultures going. First batch is about 2 weeks old now and big enough to take real food. Awesome. Devin Pepper says, hey, Jeffro, question. What pleco would you do in a 20 high? I know you recommended bristlenose, and the only problem is I only have a 10-gallon to grow out. So I would prefer something with the smaller clutch. Ideas. I don't know, man. If you're wanting something with the smaller clutch, you're going to have to go with the smaller type of pleco, I guess. So you're going to have to find like a smaller type of pleco that doesn't make as big of clutches. I don't know. It sounds like you backed yourself into a corner there, buddy. You can grow out baby plecos in 10-gallon tanks, no problem, though. So just if you've got a 10-gallon grow out, just keep it bare bottom and get you some bristle nose for the 20 high and put them all in that 10-gallon and grow them out. I've done that before. Or grow them out in your 20 high. Because you're not going to want to have too many anyhow. Adrian Castillo is in the house. Hey, Jeffro, hopefully you're planning to go to the fish swap in March. Is that in Des Moines? You probably told me about this. I want to go to a swap. So definitely, you know, I've went to the auctions and I'd almost like to try the swaps. I think I would enjoy the swaps better because I can walk up and just buy something if I want it. You know what I mean? Like they got a price on it, I can buy it. The auctions, like I missed out on a lot of stuff that I wanted to buy. It's kind of hard, you know. And the auctions, you got to stay there all day long, where the swap, I can go in and shop for what I want to shop for, buy it, and leave. Valley Fish is in the house. How's the blizzard? Well, we're above freezing, and it's just raining and wet. And I think the temperature is not supposed to get over 34 all night here. So I've kind of been watching it, though, because my son is gone right now, and I don't want him having to drive home on icy roads. But I was out around 5 o'clock, somewhere around in there, and the roads are just wet. And I did check the overnight temps, and they're not supposed to get below 34. So Cichlid 23 is in the house. What's up, buddy? Let's see here. Somebody asked if I ever kept discus, and I've never kept discus. Yeah, I just don't have a whole lot of tall tanks. I've got a couple of taller tanks, but I've just never, I'm mostly lie bearer. Like I'm getting ready to get rid of my platies. I've had those going for a long time, but I've got like swordtails and guppies and platies and like 7 different types of endlers, and then a whole lot of plecos. So do you have cichlids? No, I don't have any cichlids. My son has a community tank that has like bunch of tiger barbs, like 3 different types of tiger barbs, like 20 some tiger barbs, and then like some bala sharks, which are a barb, and then black skirt tetras and clown loaches, and what else is in there? That's about as close as it gets to cichlids that we have in the house. Taking 12 months, but my crenum is finally starting to grow. Awesome. I know my my Anubias. I've got all of my Anubias in one tank, in the shell dweller tank, and they are doing excellent in there. I don't know why, but they are. Adrian says, yes, sir. The guy that was going to sell you the zebra plecos will be there if you remember him. Yeah. So if he has a bunch of different types of plecos, that might be a good place for me to score. I still haven't ordered my large tank yet either. I need to get to doing that because my stuff to make the sump came in. I just need to get the 75-gallon, which I've still been messing around with that. Amanda Dale is in the house tonight. This, if you guys don't know, is my sister. And she says, hi, brother. Happy Saturday night. Isn't that something? Hello, sis. Welcome to my live stream. Joel G says, I have this tall tank I got made for angelfish breeding. I should get back into angels. Yeah, angels would be fun too. There's some pretty cool wild ones that are like really tough and beastie. I think that'd be cool. John Bedker says, raining, lightning, and thunder here. I have not seen lightning, but I did hear thunder earlier 2 or 3 different times. So yeah, kind of weird. I've got like a bunch of snow on the ground and it's raining and thunder. Only happened like a handful of times in my whole life. Shallow Waters is in the house. What's up, Shallow Waters? Carbon really is here. What's up, Carbon? Let's see here. Select Pet Jeffro will have cichlids if he ever decides to pull the trigger on the shell dwellers. Yeah, I know. I need to. And I also could have bought another L264 this week. I could have bought a group of those. Oh, my gosh. But the temperatures were still so cold. Like when the temperatures start breaking, I'll probably start getting, but I need to take a trip to Minnesota still to do some fish room tours. And that is where I'm supposed to be able to get a hold of some of my Shelleys that I've been looking for. I just need to get them. Maybe tonight I'll just order a bunch of fish. Rios Tanks is in the house. What's up, buddy? Sound of the thunder with rain pouring down. Looks like the old man is getting on. Yeah. Let's see here. Mile High Pleco says Colorado for fish room tours. Yep, I got to get to Colorado too. And I need to go to Chicago. That's the 3 places that I want to go this summer. Actually, I'll go to Chicago twice because I've got to go to Aquashella. But I want to go back to Pleco Paradise before Aquashella because during Aquashella, they'll be really busy. So I'd like to do a fish room tour there. I got to go to Colorado and see Punchy and Priscilla and Mikey. And then I'd like to get up to Minnesota and see everybody too. Okay. Well, do you have a close call on, love? George Patterson, Jungle Val 101, FERTs and how to propagate. Any secrets? Thanks. Jungle Val root tabs in just about any substrate. Make sure and get the roots down. They are a heavy root feeder. So get some type of root tabs off of the internets or in your LFS and put a root tab in there once a month, and Jungle Val will propagate like crazy. Big E's is in the house. What is up, Big E's? Nice to see you, buddy. Full Moon Aquatics is here. What's up, Full Moon? Yeah, and I'm at the bottom of the tank. Dirty tanking thanks to Jadrin. I still got Priscilla's prints coming in once a month. Awesome. John Bedker says the internet. Yeah, the internet. The internet. I got kind of lucky this week. I had a bunch of stuff come in all at once, and I've still got like 2 things that I would have liked to have had in time for the unboxing. But the plants that I got, I wanted to do during the unboxing. So I didn't want to wait a couple more days to do my unboxing. So I decided to go ahead and do my unboxing. But I've still got 2 things coming in this week that are pretty cool. Adrian Castillo says, Jeffro, do you know by chance how long it takes for shrimp eggs to hatch? Boy, I have really not ever investigated into that. I'm thinking like from the time you see them buried until the time they're hatched, I think is 30 days, but don't quote me on that. You should be able to find that out pretty easily online though. But I'm thinking it's like a 30-day once they're buried to hatch, I think, but that might even be wrong. It might only be a couple weeks. Lots of times in the tanks that I have, you might see a buried shrimp every once in a while, but most of the time when mine get buried, they go into seclusion into the great big rock piles that I've got in there, and I don't ever see them and can't hardly count how long it is. Jamie McDonald says, I've killed Jungle Val. It wasn't even a challenge. Oh, no. Mike says, Jeff, I got an ear infection. Come do water changes for me. You got an ear infection? Oh, my God. Oh, you guys have been plagued with sickness here lately. I haven't had an ear infection in years. Knock on wood. Those suck. Magic 21 Mom says hi at Candy Overalls. Congrats on the aquarium co-op gig. I have not heard about that, so I guess I'm living in the shadows. Dan Lee says shrimp eggs hatch equals 1 molt cycle, depends on tank temp, 25 to 30 days normal tank temps. Thank you very much, Dan. Chitothe Burrito, what city do you live in? I think you might be local. Chitothe, I did get your email and I did see your comment. Send me another email. Tell me who you are. Make it like a professional type email. I don't like to tell people where I live just because of the simple fact I don't know who you are. So tell me who you are, where you live, a little bit about yourself, and maybe then I will tell you who I am. I'm not trying, or where I live. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but the internet is kind of a crazy place out there. So try it again. Send me another email. This time, get a little bit more personable about yourself. You didn't say who you were or anything, so I can't really tell you where I live unless I know who you are. Gives me a chance to maybe look you up and see if you're a real person and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of fake people out there, buddy, and I'm not trying to be mean, I promise. Mile High Pleco says, do you think dirty tank water would help my ear infection feel better? I would bet money it would, man. I bet you there's medicinal properties in tank water. I would probably put a continuous drip of water into each ear until it feels better. Full Moon Aquatics, both of my ears clogged too. Didn't stop me from the sushi bar. Been fighting the crud for months. Ay. George Patterson, that was my problem with Val. Used Flourish, put in tabs today. Nice. Scogs, Shrimpery, and more. What's happening, brother? What has happened, Steve? Nice to see you, buddy. Candy Overall says, I am Team Co-op, online customer service rep for the Co-op for about 3 weeks now. Congratulations, Candy. I did not know that, so congrats. There's even real fake people. Yeah, Select Pat, there is. The Fish Tank Barn is in the house. What's up, Mike? Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, Pam does bring up a good point. You got to watch out for snails and shrimp in the ear. Definitely. Let's see here. Bulb syringe and tank water rinses for the ears. Yeah, rinse daily. Johan is in the house. What's up, Johan? Let's see here. Peroxide in the ear for ear infection. It works. Cool. I know my mom used to hold us down and put peroxide in our ears, and it fizzes and bubbles. And Daryl Deemer is in the house. What is up, Daryl? Nice to see you, buddy. Shawiska Bob said you should name a fish SWAT. Well, thanks a lot, Shawiska Bob. That's a mouth tongue twister. Shawishka Bob is in the house. I was thinking maybe my next dog. I'm looking at Italian Mastiffs, and I'm serious about it. My dogs will both be 6 this summer. And I know that's awful soon to be thinking about their passing, but both of my dogs are really good, mellow dogs. They're real chill. And I want the next generation of dog to have some of their traits. They both are very obedient dogs, really cool. And I'm looking at Italian Mastiffs. Now, my backyard is not fenced, and every Italian Mastiff place I go to requires that you have a fenced-in backyard. There was one that even said that you can't even have a gate on the fence, so it has to be a really, really protected type thing. But I was thinking of naming it SWAT. But I'll have to come up with like some kind of a really cool Italian name for it, like De Niro or something like that. Steam Fun Aquatic says, no, I missed the meeting and Reef Works. Yeah, Pam, I'm thinking shish kebab is, or swish kebab, I think is what it was. I'm thinking that is Bob and Jimmy's channel, probably. Justin Thibodeau says, yo, Jeffro, a few months back, I picked up a gold nugget pleco. It seems to be up and down health-wise. Is there any kind of special care needed? There is, but I can't really remember what it is. They're kind of tough to keep. There is something that they're lacking in their diet that people aren't feeding them. And do some research. I really wish that I would have just said I've never kept gold nugget plecos before. But I did hear recently, like within the last month, there was some kind of there was, because it's commonly known that a lot of times the gold nuggets, they're just kind of wimpy or something, when really it's something that they're lacking in their diet that people aren't feeding them. And it's a lot of people don't know about it and stuff. I've kind of stayed away from them. I mean, I think they're nice looking and everything, but do your research. Remember me if you can't find what I'm talking about. I want to say it's got to do with biofilm, though. I want to say it's got to do something with biofilm. I know that if I kept one, I would really research real good diets for them, Seems like it has something to do with biofilm, though. NOCS is the Italian SWAT. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Yep, dogs drool and cats drool. I like cats, but not inside. Like, I've had some indoor cats before, and it just never ends good. They're always knocking things over or spraying on your favorite chair. It just, and another thing, cats only like give you love on their terms. You have a bad day and you come home and you sit down, they don't come over to you and lay their head down on your leg and just give you the pit bull look like Dozer does. Like, if I'm having a bad day, Dozer knows about it and he comes over and he comforts me. And that's the truth. And cats don't do that. You could go and grab a cat when you're having a bad day and go like this, and they just, they just want to get away. It's always on their terms. So I don't mind cats outside, though. But they got to be spayed and neutered and stuff like that to where they don't create a bunch. Cichlids 23, Jeffro, have you talked with police to see who placed that 911 call? I have not. Yeah, I haven't. I haven't heard anything. Angela Turner says use virgin coconut oil for ear infection. Chiltoth the Burrito says, what type of endlers do you have? I've got lime green endlers. I've got blue star endlers. I've got black bar endlers. I've got a white type of iridescent endler. I've got rainbow tiger endlers, and I've got red bar endlers. Dan Slee says, and Jeffro, you mean Neapolitan Mastiff or Cane Corso? Cane Corso is the Italian, and yeah, that's the one that I'm going for. I watched a movie a while back called Bullet Head on Netflix, and it looked like a gigantic pit bull to me. They crop their ears on a lot of them, kind of like the pit bull breed, like the straight up, and then they also crop their tail. And this one was a, oh my gosh, brindle. I've never been a fan of the brindle, but these Italian Cane Corsos, they've even got the breeder that I'm looking at right now has a blue brindle, and the blue brindle is really awesome. They've got some blacks, they've got some blues, and they've got some blue brindles, and then seems like they even had this one that was like it was like a brown brindle, but it had less of the brindle in it, so it looked a lot cooler. But I'm leaning towards the blue brindle. But yeah, I want a beefy, stocky. You know, I've always kept larger dogs. Like I've had, you know, Rottweilers and Weimaraners. Like I had a huge male Weimaraner one time, um, and then I've had you know, Rottweilers. And Dozer was my first pit bull. He's a mixed pit bull, so you know, he's just not like, I don't think he's going to live as long as like a purebred does. Like he's just a mixed breed. Science Gal Aquatics is in the house. Hello, Jeffro, and everybody lurking at work. Nice to see you, Science Gal Aquatics. Carrie, hopefully life is treating you good. Dansley says, nice animal. Start smart, fast, and good with a good owner. Scary if with not a good owner. I have always took, well, Dozer and Mia, I didn't have to take them to training. Actually, basically, I had a blue Weimaraner one time, and he wasn't bad by no means, but he's just mischief. And while he was still a puppy, we have a kennel here that offers obedience training. And I took him out there, and long story short, the 8-week class was great. It taught me a lot of lifelong lessons. There's all kinds of different things that I do with puppies whenever I have them. But one thing that I do with all my puppies whenever I get them is called a 30-minute down. And if you've never done a 30-minute down before, basically what a 30-minute down is, it's a daily and weekly exercise that you do with your dog where you take them to a quiet room at the very beginning of training, and you set a timer for 30 minutes, and you kneel down on the floor on your knees right beside them. And they got to be away from you and not touching you by about this far. And you just press them down to the floor and say down. And every time that dog gets up for the next 30 minutes, you calmly go and get the dog and place them back down without verbalizing to them and push them back down to the floor. And over and over and over again, you do that. Now, with my Chihuahua, the first few times at the end of the session, she was going nuts, you know, trying to bite my hands off and everything. But after you do that for so long, you start mixing it in to where you're bringing them out with the rest of the family. And, you know, while you're sitting there watching TV, you do your 30-minute down with them while you're watching TV. And, you know, you have the kids walking through the house trying to get them to come, and they won't. And if they do, you go calmly get them. And it's all based on that dog knows after so long that no matter what, you're going to go and get them and bring them back to that spot. So they might as well not get up. So now, the way my dogs are at 6 years old, if I have company over and they're pestering them too much, you know, like Dozer, he gets a little nosy. He's not meaning any harm, but he just gets a little leany and nosy on people. I can snap my fingers from across the room, and Dozer will lay down and not get up until I tell him to, until I release him. And it's 30-minute down does that, but you know, you've got to do other things like leash training and all that kind of stuff. But you know, going through that training course kind of taught me what it takes, you know, and basically what it is when you're teaching a dog anything, everybody that's on board with you has to be on board with you. You know, your kids have to treat them the same. Your significant others have to treat them the same. Because if somebody is letting them get away with something, then it messes up your whole training. But yeah, definitely, they'll be in good hands with me. Haley from Oddball Aquatics is in the house. James Glenn said if I was in the market for a dog, it would be a Rhodesian Ridgeback. I've heard of those. Those sound really cool. Sandy Doty said I had a Weimaraner and she was a crazy girl. I had a female that was crazy too. Oh my gosh. Her name was Winnie. And at 2 years old, she never went in heat. We had a male and a female, and we were going to try to breed them. And the male, my big male Scout, he was blue, and Winnie was silver. And she was a goofball. Oh my gosh, she was a goofball. Sandy Doty says she is now a Canadian champion. That is amazing. Full Moon Aquatic says just made an old video of my it's my featured video. She's a huggy, smart, protective beast. Aw. Nice, great dogs. Hi, everyone. What is up, GK Aquatics? Um, sounds like you have a couple awesome smarty dogs. Yeah, they're really really good dogs. Like Mia, she's not full-blooded Chihuahua. She's a mix too. Both of my dogs I got from patients. Mia, the Chihuahua, we got her first. I had a patient that was terminal with cancer that I took Mia off of her hands when she was like 8 weeks old, and Mia's always been a good dog. At the very beginning, she was kind of she'd only been fed table scraps and stuff, so it was really hard to transition her from no, stay out of the trash can. So we finally got a metal trash can, and GK Aquatic says all my dogs have always been humane society rescues. I wouldn't say all of mine have. I've bought some from breeders before, and that's a pretty cool experience too. Both experiences are nice. Like the experience on going to a breeder is, you can back out at any time if you want to. Like I found one for these Italian Mastiffs that is within 3 hours from me. That this spring I'm going to go down and take a look at their stock, I guess you would say, and their puppies and everything. But I'm going to have an open mind to know that if there's something wrong, back out. Used to years ago, like I went and bought a female Rottweiler one time, and the place that I went to eventually got shut down because we did make some phone calls, but they had dogs out in their yard. The female Rottweiler that I got, they said that she was 2 years old, and we got there and she was in like a small, like carry tote, like one of those plastic ones with just the wire door on the front. And it was the heat of summer, and it wasn't like they had her in that just for us because we were coming to look at her. There was all kinds of others of those totes everywhere with dogs in them, and they had dogs mismatched. Like they had these golden retrievers in with some Rottweilers, and the golden retrievers had like a bunch of bloody bite marks on them and stuff, like they had dogs kenneled together. Like, so to keep their females from getting bred again or something, they would keep, females together, even though they were a different breed, but it was a mismatch, yeah, it was just not a good situation. But our dog, she never did get over, like, I think she was actually, I mean, we got papers with her and everything, but she never did get over like 40 pounds, 35, 40 pounds. And we had her for 2 more years, and she would have been 4 years old, and she should have at least been 60 to 80 pounds, and she was always vicious from the very beginning. Yeah. So, Pam said she has Buddy trained, and then the chat went crazy. Pam, I know it was Pam because she said I have Buddy. Okay, I have Buddy trained to ask for cookies as soon as I start live streaming. Yes, you do. You've got him trained well. Scottish Aquatic says, you gonna make it to Washington? This is where all the good tours are at. I know, LOL. Yeah, I know. You've got a really nice fish room yourself, man. Let's see here. Oddball Aquatic says, my dog was trained before I had a toddler. LOL. Yep. That's another reason why I've always made it. Like, I would have never, ever owned a pit bull. And I actually, my oldest daughters will tell you, I used to preach against it. I've got kids. I'm never going to have a pit bull because, you know, they say that whenever pit bulls get old, their skull kind of turns in and starts putting pressure on the brain. And then there's some kind of chemical imbalance that goes on and they turn and blah, 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 blah. I kind of got Dozer forced on me. You know, I had a patient that was in a bad spot. They had a bunch of puppies and they kept on pressuring me and pressuring me. And I'm like, no, we've already got a dog. And then she brought him up to me and I just couldn't tell her no. I mean, she just handed him over and said, this is Dozer. And it's like, oh my God. And yeah, I know that whenever you have a dog that is capable of being, you know, disastrous, you've got to, you know, because here's the things that you put up with whenever you have a pit bull. If Dozer gets off of his leash or gets loose in town, the police get called instantly every single time. And it's kind of aggravating because Dozer doesn't get loose very often, but the like 3 times in his 6 years of life that he has, every single time the cops get called. He's a white pit bull, you know, I mean, and he wouldn't hurt a flea, you know. So, but yeah, definitely training. And the biggest reason is because I've always had kids. You know, my youngest now is 13 and he's pretty good with Dozer. Like he makes Dozer mind. Dozer does what Ashton says. John Bedker, my uncle had a dog that he could say one word to, and the dog would go out into the field and collect all the dairy cows at milking time. That is awesome. Yeah, Scout was really good. I did a lot more training with Scout. Like there's some things that I've never taught Dozer, but like Scout was really good on hand signals. So, you know, I could go like this and Scout would lay down. I could go like this and Scout would set. If Scout was laying down, I could wave my arm like this and Scout would sit. If we were at a park and Scout was a long ways off, I could do this right here and Scout would come running like 1,000 miles per hour right to me, you know? So I didn't have to have a whistle or anything like that to call him. As long as he could see me, you know. So I would just have to watch for him. And another thing that Scout was trained to do is he was trained to always be looking where I'm at. So in that instance, you know, even if he was, you know, sniffing after a squirrel, every whip stitch, he would look up and look at me, you know. And Scout would also sit at all doorways and make me go through first. Dozer does that too. Whenever I'm letting Dozer out to put him on a leash, Dozer sets. That there's nothing worse than trying to get a leash on a dog and they're jumping around and everything, you know. When company comes over, Dozer does not jump on people. There's all kinds of things that are good about training, you know. When you train your dogs, you know, nobody likes to come to someone's house and have their dog jumping up on them and stuff, you know. And those are all things that Dozer does not do because I just worked with him, you know. But even whenever we're coming in from outside, Dozer's got a great big long runner because I don't have my yard fenced in. I'm thinking about getting it fenced in, though, because evidently if I get one of these Italian Mastiffs, I have to have a fenced in yard. So I've wanted one for a long time to where I can just let the dogs loose outside and not have no problems, you know. But whenever we're coming in from outside, Dozer's leash, he sets at the back door and I can unhook him and then he won't get off of that set until I tell him it's okay. Okay is his release word. Thanks, Dirty Tanking. Yeah, I do too, Joel. That's one of the biggest things I hate. Steam Thought Aquatic says, I just lie about having a fenced yard. Yeah, I thought about that too. Like my mom's got a fenced in backyard whenever I'm there in May. I'm going to be there in May for my niece's graduation. I thought about taking some pictures from my mom's back porch to make it look like I got a fenced in yard. Yeah, a 6-foot fence is not going to keep a dog in. Exactly. Now, Dozer, he doesn't have really good jumping capabilities, but Italian Mastiffs, they've got hops. They could jump over a 6-foot fence, I think. So, really, if I get one, I don't want to get a chain link because I think they look stupid, but I'd probably need to get a chain link 8-foot fence, probably. Yeah, I guarantee you your boxer could clear a 6-foot fence, no problem. Yep, and Buddy could too, Pam. Dozer's just not got the hops. He's got too big of a belly. Oh my gosh. So your boxers could clear an 8-foot fence? Oh my gosh. Geesh. That is crazy. The black vertical bar fence looks great and work better than chain link. Okay. Vertical bars, though, wouldn't that give them something to grab on? Or no, that's horizontal. Yeah. Duh. Dozer. Cut it out. Yeah. Shelby Ray Lane says pits climb fences. I know this from experience. I don't give Dozer enough credit because I hardly ever see him in full action or in kill mode or whatever. But the other day, for some reason, I was getting ready to let them outside. It was a beautiful, snowy, crisp day. And I thought for like some kind of B-roll for like an intro to one of my videos or something, I would go out there and put the camera out in the snow on the tripod out of their reach and let them out to go to the bathroom outside and just see them naturally walking through the snow and stuff. I thought that'd be kind of cool for a B-roll. And instantly, whenever I hooked Dozer up, he went into kill mode like 1,000 miles an hour right for my camera. And luckily, it was out of reach. I was like, golly, I could kind of see their outstretched trail where Dozer can go on his great big long runner. But I just barely got it outside of his reach. And I mean, he was just straight on for it, growling like the devil. So yeah, he could probably, if he really wanted to, he's just not really in that great a shape. He's at the age where I don't know. I'd be really surprised if he could. Anthony says I had a customer who had a 12-foot fence. Dang. Buster says my pit could walk fence like a cat for a few feet. Oh my gosh, man. That is crazy. Yeah, I've seen online some videos of dogs escaping fenced in yards, and it is pretty serious. I would never want to leave town with my dogs loose in the backyard. Every time I go out of town, like out of state or something like that, I have somebody come over and let them out like 3 times a day and feed and water them and stuff while I'm gone. But yeah, I wouldn't want to have them running loose out in the back. Anthony's fishing friend says dog was abnormally large for either breed. Hey, round is a shape. Yeah. My Oscar could clear a 6-foot fence. All right, guys. We are coming up to the 1-hour mark here. I don't really know which video I'm going to have up for Monday, but videos that I've got in the bag are, like I said earlier, I've got an unboxing video where I have like probably 20 different fishy related items that I'm unboxing. Just got lucky and within a couple days had all kinds of stuff come in. So I did an unboxing video that's kind of cool. And it also tells a little bit about some of the things and projects that I've got coming up. And then I did a Pleco versus food last night that turned out really good. I did a Pleco versus coconut. So those 2 videos will be coming out this week. And then I did make a video on my 182 Starlight Plecos because I hadn't showed those in a long time. today. And then I did do a video on my old 40-gallon breeder planted aquarium because I hadn't showed it in a long time. So those 4 videos will be coming out. I just don't know what order yet. John Bedker says, my friend buried 9-foot fence boards 3 feet into the ground. Took his dog 2 days to dig under it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't want to have to deal with that. Priscilla says, on my way home, but peace. Nice seeing you, Priscilla. I'll make sure to check them videos out. Yeah, there is this one dog that this guy, no matter what he tries, this dog runs up at this corner and just jumps from corner to corner. Just no matter how high the fence the guy makes, he gets out. Bearded Bob's Fish Room says, can't wait to see the videos, Jeffro. Well, we got a $2 super chat from Keith Boardley. Says, just because. Thanks a lot, Keith. I appreciate that. And with that said, we are at the 1 hour mark. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks a lot for everyone that came out tonight. Make sure and hit the like on your way out. Otherwise, we will see you guys next Saturday night again at the same time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Peace out, y'all. If I can get my thing over here. Peace out.